2.0.
With open source technologies, developers can create, improve, and deploy new products and services quickly. Open source development platforms are commonly based on what is called the LAMP stack. This abbreviation comes from Linux, which is the Unix-like operating system, the Apache web server, MySQL database systems, and PHP, the computer language behind many of the applications. This LAMP stack provides the architecture for developers to create flexible and responsive software. And with cloud computing, there come great changes to the infrastructure on which these programs run. Cloud computing allows developers to overcome problems related to bandwidth and allows for easier scaling of software and services.
Open source.
Open source.
Open source software is freely available and can be used or modified as any user sees fit. The open source philosophy focuses on the benefits that come from users collaborating to improve software.
Open source technologies are being adopted by many leading corporations to run critical business applications, such as databases and communication tools.
Developers. To develop. A developer is a person or organization that creates software. Developing software includes design, programming, and testing.
Many developers choose to work on open source projects as it provides the opportunity to collaborate on projects.
Platform.
Platform.
The foundation for running software is called a platform. Operating systems such as Windows and Mac OS are common computer platforms.
Google is trying hard to compete in the mobile phone market with its Android platform.
LAMP stack.
LAMP stack.
The LAMP stack is a popular software platform for developing websites and web-based applications. LAMP is an acronym for Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP.
The LAMP stack provides developers with a very stable platform to develop new websites and services.
Linux.
Linux.
Linux is a family of open source operating systems that forms the basis of many web-based applications.
The 10 biggest supercomputers in the world run on Linux operating systems.
Apache.
Apache.
Apache is free and open source web server software. About 60% of all websites in the world are run on Apache, making it by far the most popular.
Although it is not the fastest web server, Apache performs very well and has achieved great popularity.
MySQL.
MySQL.
MySQL is an open-source database management system used in some of the world's biggest and most popular websites.
Facebook and Wikipedia Both use MySQL databases to run their sites.
PHP.
PHP.
The programming language called PHP is used to create dynamic web pages. PHP works hand in hand with Apache and MySQL to display data on the web.
75% of all web servers are programmed in PHP.
Architecture.
Architecture.
The architecture of a computer or piece of software is like the plans or designs of a building. It is the blueprint for how the system is built, how it functions, and how it connects to other systems.
The basic architecture of personal computers has changed little in the last 20 years.
Infrastructure.
Infrastructure.
Computers, servers, and their connections together form what is called infrastructure. Infrastructure forms the highway along which data flows within a company or around the world.
My company has just invested $20 million to upgrade its entire network infrastructure.
Cloud computing.
Cloud computing.
When we compute in the cloud, we are using web-based applications or infrastructure. With cloud computing, we access software and data online rather than from programs stored on a PC.
Cloud computing applications such as Salesforce.com allow users to access data regardless of location.
Bandwidth.
Bandwidth.
Bandwidth is the amount of data that can be transmitted in a fixed amount of time. Higher bandwidth means more information can travel at faster speeds over the connection.
Internet service providers need to manage bandwidth carefully to ensure resources are shared equally by different users.
To scale.
To scale.
When we expand the use of hardware or software, we are scaling it. If a tool or program is scalable, it means it can handle an increase in activity.
We asked the developer to build a platform that would allow us to scale our service as we grow.
Now it's your turn to practice some of the words we have studied in this episode. You'll hear a series of sentences with a word replaced with a beep. Repeat the whole sentence but say the missing word. For example, if you hear,
Many developers rely on the four components of the stack because they are simple to use and deploy.
you can say,
Many developers rely on the four components of the LAMP stack because they are simple to use and deploy.
we'll play the correct answer after each question. Ready? Let's give it a go.
Anyone with some programming ability can make improvements to source software. Answer. Anyone with some programming ability can make improvements to open source software.
Like most companies, we rely on web servers to deliver our internet services. Answer. Like most companies, we rely on Apache web servers to deliver our internet services.
I can work from any computer because I rely on computing. Answer. I can work from any computer because I rely on cloud computing.
Downloading movies uses up a lot of... Answer. Downloading movies uses up a lot of bandwidth.
That's all for this episode of Video Vocab, the first